While I was there, I saw the Iraqi soldiers come into the hospital with guns. They took the babies out of the incubators.
Because the Holocaust myth never broke, the American public never learned to be skeptical of stories which justify war.
While I was there, I saw the Iraqi soldiers come into the hospital with guns. They took the babies out of the incubators. Took the incubators and left the children to die on the cold floor.
This is 1990, before the first Gulf War. Do you, the viewer watching this, notice anything odd about her testimony? I'll give you 5 seconds to say out loud what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She speaks perfect American English.
While I was there, I saw the Iraqi soldiers come into the hospital with guns.
What are the chances of a 15-year-old girl who speaks perfect American English with no accent being in a Middle Eastern neonatal intensive care unit when Iraqi soldiers come in? Listen again. There's no accent, and Valley Girl doesn't count.
While I was there, I saw the Iraqi soldiers come into the hospital with guns. They took the babies out of the incubators. Took the incubators and left the children to die on the cold floor.
And they had kids in incubators, and they were thrown out of the incubators so that Kuwait could be systematically dismantled.
This shows a phenomenon where people take off their thinking caps when presented with a terrible story which justifies war. And this phenomenon has been a major strength of the Holocaust myth. Another major strength of the Holocaust myth is the belief that Holocaust deniers must have ulterior motives: basic hate, anti-Semitism, white supremacism, that they want a Holocaust to happen. How about anti-war? The Holocaust myth is part and parcel with babies on life support, with weapons of mass destruction, and with the Gulf of Tonkin incident. These myths would not have flown if this myth had broke in the late 1940s or 1950s.
Waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
Only a master of evil, Darth.
We see two really wrong concepts. One, that there's good guys and bad guys. And from that, two, that good fights evil with weapons. The real deal is that it's all about understanding people. These two concepts are more about justifying an evolutionary desire for macho posturing, which can come off in a very Baby Huey sort of way.
I've been invited to Fort Sill for an exclusive preview of America's latest howitzer, the M777.
These two concepts are more about justifying an evolutionary desire to fight.
Since the beginning of time, the concept of the infantry soldier pretty much hasn't changed. He's issued a weapon, armor. If he's lucky, he gets a helmet. While the concept hasn't changed, it has evolved. Meet Land Warrior. It puts state-of-the-art technology right onto the soldier's body.
Star Wars ends with a precision bombing attack that creates a giant explosion. How is this justified? By a dumb portrayal of evil.
Not after we demonstrate the power of this station. In a way, you have determined the choice of the planet that will be destroyed first.
No, Alderaan is peace, but we have no weapons. You can't.
Are you all right? What's wrong?
I felt a great disturbance in the Force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced.
People's thinking wants to evolve beyond good guys and bad guys, and beyond good fighting evil with weapons. But the Holocaust, as a postulate in their thinking, gets in the way.
The United States is the greatest force for good in the world, and we have not an obligation to go out and fight and start wars, but to certainly do everything we can to spread democracy and freedom throughout the world.